So today we'll be making my mom's curry puffs. Last time I was in Chiang Mai, we made these as well, and we actually have a video on YouTube with all of the instructions there. But every time I come home, it's kind of like a ritual. My mom will have curry puffs ready for me the moment I enter the house. So I guess I wanted to do it again, show you guys how to do it again, because it is quite complicated as a pastry. There's a lot of different instructions as well as I guess technical skills that go into it. So shall we begin? I have my mom off camera. She doesn't want to be on camera today, but her voice will be here and she'll be helping us if I have any questions and if you have any questions as well. All right, let's get started. We have two different types of dough when we make curry puff. This is the oil dough, and then this is the water dough. So what you do is the oil dough will always be a bit smaller than the water dough. You press the water dough so that it's kind of flat like this, and then you just fit the oil dough inside. And then you just bring it up so that it wraps around it like that. Yeah. And my mom will always say, make sure that you seal it really, really well, because you don't want to fry this and have the dough separate. And then you just roll it up like a ball, like that. And then do some pizza dough action. You can talk, Mom. Yeah, just back and forth like this in the palms. And I'll hand it off now to my mom for the finishing touches. So you should have something that looks like this. This is a combination of the oil and the water dough when it's been put together. So you take this, you put it on a board, you get a rolling pin. And oh yes, so you must take the head of the little bowl where you just squeeze it together and closed it up. You put that down, okay? And then you can take a rolling pin and then you just roll gently. You don't have to make it super thin. ใช่ไหมคะมามี ใช่ค่ะ So this is enough. Let's see properly. And then I just roll it, right? Mm-hmm. This is actually very soothing. Then you'll have something that looks like this. You take it down, place it like this on the board, and then you roll it one more time. But this time make it thinner than the first time. So now when it's this length, you roll it one more time. Tightly. And then to close it, you take some water, dab it here, and then seal it. Like this. Now you squish it up like this. Squish it, squish it, squish it. Squish it. How do you do it? And then roll it. Squish and roll so it becomes a fat piece of dough. This is what Pim made. This is what I made. So you do want it to get very thin. You can see that Pim's is actually thinner than mine. So do get it quite thin so that yours ends up looking like this. So then afterwards, after you have this shape, you place it down again and we're going to cut it into 3 equal parts. You know? You just a straight cut. Like that. So they have 3 pieces. Like that. So what Pim just said is that you just kind of decorate it a little bit, making it, as round as possible. So it looks something like that. Very pretty. Yeah. So as you can see, what Pim does next is she just flattens it. So just flatten it down. อย่างนี้ได้ไหมคะ? From here, we want it to look like this. So just roll. So we have these 3 different, I guess the puff pastry already here on the board. We will be putting the filling in now, and what is important to know is that you do need to flip them in your hands so that the part in which you've rolled against the board is actually on the outside. So if I have it against the board like this, I'll just put it in my hands like here, like this, and then I'll put the filling on top. ใช่ไหมคะ?
ไม่ใช่ ไม่ใช่
The opposite?
เอาแล้วเธอ
Okay, let's start again. So if we have, มีอธิบายไหม? So we need to flip it like this. Okay, so whatever you have against the board, you just need to take it out, okay, and then put it on your palms, okay, and then you put the filling in. So whatever is facing out is the outside of the puff pastry, if that makes sense. So I'll take this one and I'll put it in my hands like this. Yes, okay, I got it now. So before we do that, I want to normally we use chicken curry, but this time we have curried chicken, we have spinach and cheese, and we have potato and mushrooms, right? Shiitake mushrooms. So 3 different fillings, and we're going to try all 3 of them today, which is such a treat. So we just take about a tablespoon,นะคะ? Take about a tablespoon and just put it, so it looks like this. Then put some water around. ทั่วเลยไหมคะ?
แค่ข้างเดียว
Okay, just one side. Make sure the filling doesn't come out. And I think this part, the first round, Mommy, can you do it so that we can see the right way?
Okay.
So that we can see.
Okay, I seal with water. Now look nicely before you seal first, okay?
I did already.
Your shape and my shape. With the skinny one and the fatty one.
I think my long one is very cute. So we're going to now do the fun part, in my opinion, which is to create the spirals.
Okay, so
Mommy, you want to take over?
So I do this?
Yeah, closer to the camera so they can see. Let me move your hands. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is what it should look like. Okay. So now let's see if I can do this as well. I don't know how you make yours so thin. Like, mine is just become so thick. She's laughing off camera. She can't hold it in. But I still think mine looks very pretty. Look at that. Right?
It's a spring roll.
She says it's almost a spring roll.
Yeah,
very pretty.
Nice. Yeah, very pretty. Very pretty. So, yeah. The thing is, I tell you, it's just like handwriting.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's like someone's handwriting.
So it depends on.
Putให้จบสิ
But the shape is the fatty one, the skinny one.
My mom's and mine. So, I mean, it is like your handwriting, you do leave your signature on your curry puffs. I think they both look great, to be honest, and as long as they taste good, that is more than okay. That is great, actually. So, these are ready to be fried. ใช่ไหมคะ? So, you just have to do this. Our recipe, with all the dough, everything together, makes how many puffs? 30 puffs, so it is quite a lot. So make sure you do have enough filling for that. We'll also provide the recipe for the filling. The filling is really easy to make, so don't worry about it. You can also experiment with what you want, as we did. That's why we ended up with 3 different types of filling. So, should we go fry the curry puffs?
Yes.
Let's go! So the curry puffs have been fried, and we have them here. Maybe you can have a closer look. Pim's happy with this batch because of all the spirals. ใช่ไหมคะมามีสวยนะ and she does want me to point out that this one is mine.
Skinny one.
So it's true what she said. You know, it is better to make it more round so that it comes out looking a bit nicer. But you know, they're both gonna taste the same. It's just aesthetics. อร่อยมากเลยค่ะอยากให้ทุกคนได้กิน
อร่อยมากๆค่ะ
Thank you so much for joining us today. Curry puffs are not the easiest things to make, but they are worth it. They're so good. I'm addicted to them. So I hope you'll give this a try. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you need any substitute ingredients, do let us know and we'll do our best to give you the best alternative. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.